I'd like to apologize for my voice. I lost it while we were out in Albion for our class trip. So this is going to be fun. But thank you all for coming. I know this isn't always ideal, but I'm glad that we can all be here together and celebrate as one. My name is Elizabeth. I'm the four-year club president, even though I haven't technically been here 4 years. I'm one of the last honorary members of the four-year club. And I did not think that this year would go the way that it was planned, and I'm sure none of us did. But somehow our class managed to grow in so many ways this year. And I am so grateful to be a part of the class and to have grown with them. I know that there was a lot that we wanted to get done as a class, and we couldn't because of COVID, but the staff and everyone here at Rio made it a little bit easier, and we were able to go on the class trip that we just went on, and several other activities that we could bond together. And even when we were online, I think that's when we really grew as a class. I mean, all the late night Discord calls and all the games we would play together, maybe putting off some homework just to hang out online. We really grew as a class, and when we came back in person, it just strengthened us even more, and I am so grateful to be a part of it. And when we were at Albion, we were sitting at the campfire together, reminiscing on the past years and what it was like, and all the great memories, and I mean, it was kind of emotional for some of us, thinking of all of the firsts that we did have back in freshman, sophomore year, and all the lasts that we're having this year together. It's kind of rough, but I mean, we've made it. We're here as a class. We're all together, and we're all very grateful for that. And I know that as we move on and separate and go off to colleges, even though some of us are going to be pretty close, we're still going to stick together as a class because we've built that relationship with each other, and we've been able to grow into such an amazing family that I know that we aren't going to end up breaking off, and we're not going to lose that connection to one another. And I mean, with COVID, there are so many ways that we can connect with one another, even if we're not near each other. And so I think just having all of those resources is going to make this whole process a lot easier. But I really just wanted to thank all the staff members who made this year a lot easier for us. It was hard for you guys to try to come up with all the rules and enforce it for us, even though none of us really want to follow them because we miss how it was. But thank you for making this year one that is going to be memorable. Whether it's good or bad, it's still going to be memorable. And thank you, class, for just making this year so special for all of us. And thank you for creating a family that I didn't know that I needed, but I'm so glad that I have.
It is time for children's story. So if you're a child, you can come up to the front. Oh, never mind. So the other day, I was at Albion with these wonderful people up here, the seniors. And at Albion is by the coast. It's a lot of beaches there. It's the ocean. And we decided to go to the beach one day. And at the beach, there's a lot of sand, obviously. And I was sitting there, hanging out, and I looked over, and I see about 6 classmates sitting in this hole in the sand. Now, it wasn't very big, it wasn't very deep, but it was a good-sized hole. And I don't know about you guys, but if you've ever been to the beach and you wanted to do something with the sand, build a sandcastle or something, I'm more of a hole guy. I like to dig holes when I'm at the beach. So I'm sitting there in the sand, I'm looking over at the hole, and I want to make my own hole. I want to make it bigger, and I want to make it better. I'm a little jealous of their hole, I'm not going to lie. So I grab a Frisbee, I start digging in the sand. Digging, digging, digging. I dig in the sand until it's about up here, above my head. Looking all around. And then I realized that I cannot get out of the hole. It was quite deep, and I couldn't see anyone anymore. It was kind of, the vision had been cut off. So I'm thinking to myself, what am I going to do? And I see this hand reach down. This hand, my best friend, reaches her hand down. And I'm like, oh, that's from me. I just need to go grab her hand. But I'm like, I don't want to do that. I want to get on my own because I'm cool. I don't need any help to get out of the hole. So I'm like, nah. I try to climb out. It does not work very well because sand falls when you touch it. So I just kept falling down and down and down the hole. It wasn't getting any better. So finally give in. Finally like, you know what? I can't get out of this hole on my own. I need some help. So reach up, I take their hand, and they pull me out of the hole. Now, that may not seem very significant, but I think it's a good metaphor for life when, you're jealous or you see your friends doing something, you wanna get in on that, so you dig a hole, you dig down, and you get stuck, and you need help. But sometimes we don't want to take help from people. We don't want to take help from people. We don't want to take help from God. But we need to humble ourselves. We need to realize that, we can't do it on our own. We need to accept the help from God. We need to take that, and we need to get out of our hole that we dug for ourselves, Yeah, amen. You guys can go about your seats.
Mic check. Oh, there we go. All right. As most of you guys know me by now, my name's Isai, and today I was asked to talk about the journey. So originally, I was supposed to talk about myself, but I felt like that was a little too self-centered. So anyways, I digress. What really made me change up my topic for today was my classmates. You see, during our trip at Albion, I realized how truly I care for each and every one of them and how close each and every one of them is to my heart. So, to all my seniors, this one's for you. Throughout my high school career, especially my freshman year, I didn't really have the desire to be great. However, over time, I realized that my classmates, each and every one of them, were really inspiring to me. Whether it was EJ and Levis honing their basketball skills in order to beat me in our one-on-one battles, or to Rico and Gabby always competing throughout the classroom for the top spot, to Paul and Allie, who inspire us with their musical talents, to Gabe and Luis, who will always give it their all in the football field, to Linda and Angelina, who are always showing us their kindness, especially in our time of need, to Brandon and Elizabeth, who always make us laugh and with their jokes and hilarious stories, to Max and Wilson, who will act like the little brothers of the class when in reality they're one of the older ones, to Brenna and Emily, who show us that friendship isn't just temporary, it's a bond, an everlasting bond, to Connor and Gideon, who are always causing some shenanigans in the dorm, but they're always super hilarious and memorable, to Kiala, a person who's always shining in the volleyball court, to Nathan, who shows us that with a little bit of duct tape, anything could be fixed, to David, a person who's always showing off his unique and creative shoes, to Chris, a person who never failed to show us how smart he really was, to Frank, a person who could run a 100-meter dash in less than, like 10 seconds. Man, that guy was fast. To Sarah, a person who is always finding a way to put her emotions through a canvas and inspiring us through her art. To Melina, a person who is always showing off her unique sense of style. To Matthew, who went from barely being able to lift up a bar to now giving me a run for my money when it comes to lifting in the gym. And finally, to Alex and Angel, two people that are always bringing out the crazy side of me, but yet they have this unique gift that they're always able to get away with it, and I take the fall. I hope you guys can all realize by now that all of you guys have truly been an inspiration to me, and I hope that wherever you guys go, you guys will also be an inspiration to every single one you guys meet, just like you guys were to me. And with that, all I can say is thank you for the memories, and I wish you guys the best of luck wherever you go.
Good morning. Good morning. My name is Matthew Berrigan. I'm a four-year here at Rio Lindo, and I was asked a few weeks ago to give a talk today. I had a plan, as all things, but then, as many of my peers have pointed out, we went to Albion, and things changed there. I felt something from my class that I haven't felt in an extremely long time, and I changed my speech. This is more for them than it is for you, and I apologize for that, but they mean a lot to me. All right, let me ask you this. What is it that you wish for? Some will say money, some will say fame, some may say power, and others will say love. And yet there are those who say they will wish for more wishes. But if you were to ask me here and now, what do I wish for? I wish for more time. More time for what, you will ask? More time to say thank you and appreciate those that were right in front of me for 4 years and I never appreciated. Um, we all have different roads that we're going to travel in the next years. We all have different paths. You may stumble and you may fall, but live a life worth living. Love and be loved. When you find life, hold on to it. For we found life, we found love, and if you were listening, you found something much more. But now, time is running short, and I have a few things to say. Firstly, I don't know most of you like I wish I did, and I apologize for that. Secondly, I wish I had more time to say thanks to all of you who taught me about life, love, joy, and sadness. And finally, a thanks to all. To 4 of you, I wish I had spoken to you more. I wish I had spoken to you more. To 3 of you who always smiled even when it was raining, thank you. Thank you to 6 of you who I wish I could have known better, but from what I've heard, you will move mountains and you will do great things in life. To 4 more of you, I say thank you for being my brothers. There's no doubt in it. To 2 of you, I say thank you for being my closest confidants. And to 4 more, I say thank you. And to you, I say thank you as well. That's it.
Good morning, Rio Lindo, and good morning, class of 2021. It's been a tough year, don't you say? It's been rough and tough. During these last 4 years at Rio Lindo Adventist Academy, it has helped me grow not only physically, but through my dad's cooking. But also mentally through education and more importantly, spiritually. It's one thing to see maturity in someone else, but to actually see it in yourself. It's tough, yet I think back to my freshman year, how I thought, how I acted, and how I reacted to staff members and my peers and my upperclassmen. I can see the growth in myself. I contribute this growth to my parents, and obviously, but also to the staff at Rio Lindo. I haven't always agreed with the conservative criticism at the time, and even have rebelled because us teenagers know what would probably be best, right? Yeah, over time, I realized that instruction is actually is instructions or a map to help guide us through life. I know that God is not done with me yet, and I still have a lot to learn, and I know that if I put him first, he will always never leave me and nor forsake me. He's always ever near. I close with this text found in Proverbs 19:20. Listen to counsel and be ready to receive instruction, that you may be wise in your later days. Thank you to my parents, and thank you, Rio Lindo, for allowing God to use me and reach towards me. Thank you.
Hi again. So I was asked to share like everybody else, so I thought I would share some cool things that I learned while here at Rio, about like cool things that made this place really special to me and why I'm gonna be missing it when I leave. First thing, I learned this early on, is how to make a really good bowl of ramen. A really good bowl of ramen. I learned to stop being afraid of animals, which was a big thing. If you knew me freshman year, if you see me, I'm the type of person, if I come to your house, you have to lock up every dog, every cat, just put it away or else I'm not gonna come inside. But now, by first semester freshman year, I got over it, which is because there's so many animals on campus. Oh. Next thing I learned was how to enjoy being outside. That's not something that I say that I used to. I never liked that, actually. Like, my mom would always ask me, yeah, you want to go on a hike with me? I'm going to Yosemite. No, Mom, I want to stay inside. I want to watch TV, like, whatever. But now, like, if you say hike, I say when. Like, because everywhere you look, it's just, like, it's beautiful. Like, being surrounded, like, by God's, like, nature. Like, I don't know what it is. Just Rio has a thing about it. Next thing I learned was how to do my own hair, kind of. Because you can't really go off campus a lot. You know, you can't miss classes to get your hair done, kind of. And the next thing I learned was how to make my own opportunities. So my parents, I don't know if this is the way for you guys, but my parents used to do everything for me. Still kind of do, but like it used to be, like they used to do everything for me. And now, like being here, you get so independent. You get so independent. Like, you start making your own opportunities. You say, oh, I want a job. You start looking for jobs. You start like making your own resume. And something like about being away from home and just like being on your own in your own room, like just grinding, studying, whatever, it makes you just want to go get things for yourself, which is something that I'm so grateful that Rio has instilled in me. This place taught me how to really pray, how to actually pray, which led to my baptism, which was quite literally life-changing. Amen. This place taught me how to make meaningful friendships. As you guys can see, we love each other. I'm really grateful for that. This place taught me how to really care for people, like genuinely care for people. I'm sorry, guys, this is rough. Yeah, just being in RA especially, you get to know people, you get to like kind of take them in as your like, I don't want to say kids, but like kind of. Like, I don't know, we take care of each other, which is something that I'm really glad that we do here. But most of all, Rio taught me how to be a person in this world. Taught me how to empathize, how to be kind, how to relate, how to laugh, how to relax, and just be a person. I'm leaving here with more things than I came with, and I am so grateful for that. Amen? Amen.
Oops. Close to a drop. Good morning. First of all, I want to talk to, I'm supposed to talk to the class, but I need to talk to the parents. And thank you for putting up with a really difficult year. It's okay. I'm okay. Thank you for putting up with all the mixed messages, the changes of plans, and everything else that we went through this year because of COVID. Thank you for understanding how we have to have certain rules and regulations.